Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. I'm going to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone and Rule Well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. News in this gospel, brother, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just a lesson through the spirit. Just was discussing things with some brothers, man, and handling the administrative business of this aspect of the truth, because you have to understand this truth is multidimensional. Okay, it's more than just going out on the streets and rebuking people and cursing people out and eating chicken and watching boxing. Okay, truth is like a business. It's business minded, business oriented. You have to deal with personalities. You have to deal with attitudes, which is personalities. You have to deal with financial things. You have to deal with order classes. There's a lot of things that goes into this train, man. And discussing among the brothers, peers and things like that about the new orders that came in regarding these affiliate camps, man. And from what I've been seeing, me personally, it's just one of them things that I ain't really too fond of it. I'm not really fucking with it, but understand through the spirit and power, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, things have to be done decently in order. Because what I witnessed in the last couple of days with a lot of these guys that claim that they're down with the order is that they're not really down with the order. They are double honors in name and in word only. But when it comes down to getting in line and taking the rebuke and, coming under GMS camps, men don't want to do that, because you got to understand, men, they want their own light. They want their own shine. Because at the end of the day, with a lot of guys, it's not about Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. It's not about them at all. It's about them. Okay, and I'm noticing it's a lot of me in this truth. And that's not to say that we don't all get in that mindset. We all get bullheaded and we all get ahead of ourselves at times, because, we're men, we're fallible, we fall victim to fleshly lust and all types of shit. Like, same thing with Moses. When the fact about the Most High told Moses, like, look, you're not going to enter to the promised land, because Moses got to the point that he was taking credit for what the Lord was doing through him. And the Most High said, nah, man, you must forgot your place, homie. And the thing of it is, Moses was a man of the Lord. He was a man of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. He was of the elect. But, hey, even Moses fell short. So how much we all. But that's just not to say that we're not supposed to try to establish perfection and be in order. And now when I'm realizing that the responsibilities are getting ready to come down hard on us, man, because when you go into the book of Acts, it goes into how I think it was one account that 3,000 souls was added to the church, or you had certain men, you had a certain number of men that was added to the church daily. Okay. And just imagine how stressful that was, dealing with 1,000 different sets of personalities. This brother got that going on. His wife is this. His kids is this. He's not stepping up because he's so broken down over here. It's a lot of shit that goes into this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And part of you like, man, I don't want to deal with that. Like, I'm not dealing with all that shit. Look, you either do it or you don't. But every man have a different walk in this thing too. So we have to understand where we come from and where we're trying to get in our walk currently in this thing, and other brothers as well. Okay, so to say this, things must be done decently in order. Okay, I say this for you affiliate guys out there that feel some type of way about coming under the Great Millstone umbrella, then fuck it, don't come under us then. I mean, me personally, I have no problem with telling you to fucking kick rocks. I don't give a damn who you are, And the Lord, that was a cold chess move. That was checkmate by the Lord, because hey, that opened up the Pandora's box on who's really with this thing or not. Just because we say you got to come under the order, it doesn't mean that we're going to have a fucking noose around your neck and choke you up every time. We just making sure you're on point. You're giving double honors, like the scriptures say. You continue steadfast in the apostles' doctrine. You give double honors, then that means it makes sense that you check in with brothers in your city, give a good report, how your men is doing, how the classes are coming about, how the breakdowns on point. It's just all about it's administration. It's administrative at the end of the day. But men look at it like, man, I ain't trying to come under them, man, because, as a brother said, he said GMS has a stigma about them. Okay, we have a stigma. When people see us, the only thing they think we do is pull out the whip, lash, rebuke, curse out. That's just what it is. But that's necessary because that's to establish the Lord's order. Okay, but it's not always rebuke. You know, it's charity, it's love, it's offering, it's all these things, man. But when the chicken is hot out the aluminum foil, y'all ass be there for that. Now, we ain't talking about brothers that wants to come under the order. Brothers that want to come under the order and they want to be around brothers and learn and grow. Yeah, that's beautiful, man, you know. Because like the scripture say in Hebrews, the 6th chapter, when you taste of roughly paraphrasing, the heavenly gifts, being around the brothers, you know, brothers are going to be real with you, charitable. You know, y'all go out, y'all have a good time. You know, y'all out bringing it out on the highways. Yeah, man, you know, Jake loved to be a part of that. So we're not talking about brothers that want to be under the order. But we're talking about you rebels out there that seem to have a problem with checking in with the men in your city. You know, you got a GMS camp in your city and you may be an affiliate camp. Off the rip, it's been established a long time ago. Y'all supposed to check in with brothers anyway. Like, I've been on that shit like years ago, even when the apostles said no more new members. And that doesn't mean y'all got to put GMS on y'all title. But if y'all want to come under the order, I mean, the olive branch was extended. Me personally, I was just telling brothers in the area anyway, like, look, if you out there teaching in the apostles' doctrine, y'all need to check in with us. I said that to brothers, man, and they can attest to that. Because that was what was told a while back. The apostles mentioned that years ago. You know, so I just stuck to it. But overall, man, for you guys that don't want to come under the order, then fuck it. Don't come under order. Do your own thing, and the Lord gonna break that shit up anyway. Okay, because I guarantee you, most of you guys that's on that rebel tip, I guarantee you got all types of issues in your camps, which we all do. You got all types of turmoil. You don't know what's going on. You got this guy here, that guy there. This nigga's taking vacations when he's supposed to be at the camp. All types of shit is going on in these different groups, man. And the Most High is going to break that shit up because the Lord said he's not the author of confusion. All right. So this is the book of 1 Corinthians 14:33. It says, for Yahweh is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the churches of the saints. Peace, man. And what's the opposite of peace? Chaos, confusion. And don't get it twisted. We all have, we all have little minute things going on in our churches. We all do, because we're men. Like I like to say, we're fallible. We make mistakes. You know, some brothers go through their own shit, trying to figure it out. Shit, me, myself, I'm still trying to figure this thing out. All right, nobody come down here and give me no blueprint on how to run no fucking camp. So we just try by error. You know, we didn't even understand the whole tithing thing a while ago. You know what I'm saying? We were just out doing the work and shit. We got the extra, we sent it up top, however it works. You know? But regardless of that, man, they're just doing what you got to do, man. You know, just being on point and just staying tranquil in the spirit is really all we can really ask. But those of you, again, that have a problem with that order, then, hey, keep doing your own thing. Don't come around us when all hell break loose and ask us, hey, man, y'all got some food? Y'all in the bunker? Nah, nigga. Nah, you wanted to be Mr. Rebel, Mr. T, Billy Badass. Nah, go out there and you figure this shit out on your own. All right? But you like, well, I'm teaching you how we shut, brother. We teach the same doctrine. Yeah, okay. Cool. Let all things be done decently in order. Okay? Let all things be done decently in order, because this thing is about establishing order. As we seeing what's going on with these other churches, there's no order in these other camps, man. Yeah, they may appear to have structure and order, but you got all types of adultery. You got thievery, motherfuckers robbing each other. You got all types of fighting, man. Men sleeping with other men's women. You know what I'm saying? They're teaching this here. They're saying this here. One leader is saying, go take the jab. Other leader saying, nah, don't take it. It's confusion, man. All right, it's all confusion, and we ain't trying to be like that. We're trying to make it as simple as possible. Look, this is the model. This is what you teach. You teach that, do what you got to do, and just lay fucking low, man. It's not that hard. Okay, what I realize, most guys just don't want to be scrutinized, which being scrutinized can be very frustrating. You know, it can be very frustrating because oftentimes with scrutiny, it comes with letting go of pride. And when you exalt yourself in your mind that you're just some type of prolific teacher or a speaker, and you just think that maybe you just that dude, and then your ass gets scrutinized and bring you back down to earth, then you don't like that. Then you looking around like, man, brothers don't like me no more. You know what I'm saying? It gets to that, you know? Because you just this golden child, everybody likes you, and you get your ass rebuked. And then you look at the brothers, you think they looking at you some type of way, but it's not that, but it's just the Lord had to humble you. Trust me, we've all went through it, man. We've all had to get those lashes because, shit, Jake get high-minded, man. Shit, we ain't gonna lie and say you don't get high-minded. It comes with it, you know? So definitely we gotta be on point. This is the book of First Corinthians 10 and 10 and 10 and 1. What is it? This used to be one of my precepts. I can't believe I forgot it. No, First Corinthians 1 and 10. First Corinthians 1, and I'm going to start at verses 10. It says, "Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, that ye all speak the same thing," right? Okay, if we're speaking the same thing and we're coming under the same umbrella, then it shouldn't be no problem for us to have to work together. You know what I'm saying? See, when we gave out, or when the apostles gave out the whole, coming under the umbrella, so to speak, a lot of guys got scared because now they feel like we getting ready to come through and investigate. Or you're wrong there, you're wrong there, you're wrong there, you're wrong there. Nah, that's just your own guilty conscience because you know your ass ain't doing right. You know, and like I said, we all got crumbs to sweep up in our house. So, it ain't to shine a light on everybody or to make them feel bad. It just tighten up. See, Jake think we want to just make people feel bad because that's the stigma that Great Millstone have on us because all the shit that came out over years and people leaving and, they didn't deal with this brother. This brother made them feel some type of way. And, everybody has a tale to tell. You know what I'm saying? And it paints a narrative that we just these overly unbearing dudes. And for my tenure being in this thing, that haven't been the case. The brothers I've been around, they've been charitable, they've been healthy, they've been trustworthy. Yeah, they're very stern and shit like that. But at the same time, why wouldn't we be? Shit, when we get around brothers and we hang out, man, it'd be cool. Yeah, the spirit hopped on me early at camp. This week, I had to curse my whole camp out, man. I told them straightforward, I'm like, all you niggas can leave. I don't want to give a fuck. I said that. You know what I'm saying? The spirit get on you sometime to do that because you see shit and when people was on some bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying those brothers were, but I'm just saying through the spirit, the Lord will have you in a certain spirit at a certain time. Because you can see when brothers ain't stepping up or he's lying, he's hiding something, he ain't do. You see these things in the spirit, man. And we call them out. Because we coming into a time now that, look, bro, if you ain't with us, you against us, man. Hey, I ain't got time to be looking over my shoulder because a nigga that's next to me ain't trying to be on point. I ain't got time for that shit. If I got to look over my shoulder to question you, then I don't need to be around you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just where the bottom line comes to because shit is getting ready to crack. Okay? That's why the Lord this is a strategic chess move. Like I said, matter of fact, let's get that. I'm going to get this real quick. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, that ye all speak the same thing, and there be no divisions among you, but ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind and same judgment. Yeah. And just because we're teaching the same doctrine, that don't mean that your spirits are in line with the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay? Because, you got a lot of guys out there that teach what we teach, and they're not in order. They don't want to fall in line, And I'm noticing a lot of these guys, they be on the social media, posting their content and they get a following behind them. And once they get the following behind them, then they get high-minded because everybody's looking up to them like they're Moses or some shit. And then when you come in and you step in and say, nah, bro, you got to cut that shit out. He's looking at you like, nigga, I got more followers than you. Who is you? You know what I'm saying? Because they get ungrateful. You wouldn't have this true if you didn't have men out there teaching it to you or laboring in this gospel and this doctrine. So be not high-minded, man. Find it real quick. Romans 11 and 20. Well, this is going into the Israelite foreigners. You know what I'm saying? That come into the fold, so to speak. Because this is that scripture, that vocab in its cohort is totally butchered. If you read the scripture in context, it clearly tells you that those that was broken off the same tree, they were grafted in. It's common sense, bro. Just with DNA or genes, like if you have a maple tree and you break a branch off, guess what's gonna grow back? The same type of fucking branch. You ain't gonna have an apple tree that's gonna graft into a maple tree. That's not how DNA, that's not how life works. That's not how the cycle of life works. It's just not what it is. Okay, you can't take a cat and put it part of a dog's genesis. You can't do that. Even though cats and dogs have learned to get along, overall, they don't fit. They're two different types of breeds. They don't eat the same thing. They don't drink the same shit. They have totally different mechanics versus a cat, versatile and agile. A dog is more stern and more stocky, sturdy wise, man. More alert, you know? But anyway, it says here, and I'm going to just read it. Well, because of the unbelief they were broken off, thou standest by faith, but be not high-minded, but fear. And the point is, be not high-minded. You know, like I said, guys go out there and get a name for themselves, and before you know it, they're high-minded. But even then, of themselves, they don't know how to establish order. They don't know how to establish a doctrinal order, because most people that's commending these men, they all over the place. They're not really believers. You know, they Israelite one minute, but they celebrating Christmas that minute, and you know, this and this and that. It's just a lot of fucking, like a lot of false vain praises among these men, man. You see, so you don't want to be in that spirit. So let's add it. Acts 2, and I'm gonna start at verses 40. It says, and with many other words did he testify and exhort, saying, save yourselves from this untoward generation. Then they that gladly received his word were baptized, and the same day there were added unto them about 3,000 souls. Okay, 3,000 souls. So this is where we at now. People getting ready to start coming in. I remember the brother Michael Allah from Dallas, beloved brother down there. I mean, he came down here and fellowship with us a couple of years ago, and I seen him, matter of fact, a couple of years ago, because we went to Dallas, and he just said, hey, bro, just be ready to judge. And that's all he said. He just kept saying that. And I'm like, I know it. I'm like, why does he keep saying that? You know, in my spirit, I'm like, I get it. But now it makes sense now, because I'm like, okay, shit. I'm like, okay, cool, you know. But now that he said it and it's starting to resonate, he said, look, be ready to judge, because people finna start coming from, hey, brother, you remember our comment on the board 15 years ago? I'm like, nigga, I wasn't even in the truth 15 years ago, bro. What are you talking about? But you gonna have shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be, you're gonna have to really let the spirit of Yahweh Shai really guide you in this time, because if you judging of your own accord, you gonna judge based on how you feel about somebody. Oh, I know he going on, but I don't like that brother. I don't want to hurt his feelings. Fuck all that, man. This nigga ain't right. He gotta go. Simple. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about liking you, man. Oh, I tell brother all the time, like, you ain't gotta like me. Well, I ain't gotta like you, but we in this shit together, and we gonna have to ride this out until we get on them chariots, man. Because, I mean, you got all types of minute bullshit. A nigga won't like you just off the strength because the way you walk. I don't like the way that brother comb his beard. I don't like that nigga. Something off about him. Man, you do got brothers that got different spirits on them that may rub you the wrong way. I've been around brothers that rub me kind of the wrong way, but at the same time, shit, who gives a fuck, man? That man out there teaching the word, and he ain't just outwardly disrespect me. It's just certain brothers have different mannerisms, man. Certain brothers come from different walks of life, man. You know, and I don't think it'd be anything intentional. And then at the same time, you just got some men that just a bunch of niggas, man. Just some evil, grimy niggas. Just causing confusion. And hey, we've had those too. You know? But it says here, then they gladly received his word, were baptized, and the same day there were added unto them about 3,000 souls. And they continued steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine and fellowship. See, that's the key word. And breaking of bread and in prayers. Okay? So that's the point. Fellowship. You coming under the apostles' doctrine, then why won't you fellowship? Even if you don't want to put GMS on your title, fine, cool. I mean, it's just a title at the end of the day. But if you teaching a doctrine, hey, it's good to know that we on one accord and what's going on. That way, hey, you may need some type of counsel. Then, hey, it may be this. Brother may get in a jam. See, you know, you'll be around for that. When brother get in a jam, oh, yeah, brother, you know, we need about $500. You know, brother got locked up for running a red light yesterday because he was drunk. Then your ass will reach out. But when it comes to scrutinizing and saying, hey, you know, brother's on point, he broke that down wrong or what's going on, then, you know, niggas get mad about that. We ain't dealing with that shit, man. All right? It says here, and fear came upon every soul, and many wonders and signs were done by the apostles, and all that believed were together and had all things common. Okay? And common. So let's just say if the apostles start doing miracles now and raising the dead, and, you know, we get this spiritual power, a lot of you guys are going to try to hop on board. See, man, those my brothers. And of course, you're going to have the envious group of Negroes out there that's going to get mad because they ain't get the power. You know what I'm saying? And feel some type of way about brothers that do, because niggas are high-minded like that. And they look over or look down on other people. You know, and that power is going to be a stumbling block to a lot of men, you know, to a lot of elder men as well, that's been in this thing, because you're going to have younger brothers that the Lord is going to work through to get things done, and you ain't get it. Yeah, this shit going to break your heart. You know what I'm saying? I pray all the time, like, if I don't get the power and the brother do, I just pray not to let that be a stumbling block until my walk, because that may not just be the light, you know? Hell yeah, you feel some type of way if a brother heals some leprosy or they raise the dead and you don't do that shit. You go like, man, that shit hurt your feelings. Like, man, like, shit, you be mad as it. You be kind of hurt by that shit. But if anything, shit, that should increase your faith, because, hey, the Lord is dealing. It may be something that brother can heal off you, you know? The Lord works in mysterious ways, man. So it's about just trying to stay humble and doing what's required of us. Yeah, it's not easy always coming under different personalities and things like that, because everybody has a story. Everybody has a tale to tell. Everybody has an excuse, a reason, all these things, right? But at the end of the day, it's what Yahweh Shai dictates. And once you put faith in that the Lord is dealing with men to make certain decisions, and you trust that process, then everything pans out. A lot of times we look at men just like men are. Yeah, these are just men. And we are just men, but you have to believe in some form of fashion that the Spirit is working through men to get things done. Okay? And a lot of guys don't believe that because they want that preeminence themselves. All right? Last precept here. This is the book of Titus 1, and I'm going to start at 5. It says, let's start at 5. It says, for this cause I left thee in Crete, that thou shouldest set in order the things that are wanting, and ordain elders in every city as I have appointed thee. So you even see Paul gave Titus a certain task to do at hand to build up the church. Even if that was a hard thing, hey, he was built up for it. Okay? Because like I tell anybody all the time, being at the head of the camp, man, it's not always the most straightforward, cut forward job. Is really a lot that comes with it. And you got some people say, oh, y'all don't do shit. You don't know what the fuck we do. You don't know because you ain't in a position. You don't know what goes on behind the scenes, or what comes down the pipe, or what we're discussing in the chats and stuff like that. You don't know. And really, it should be to the point that the heads of the camp should be dealing with the administrative shit. The younger brothers should be dealing with setting up classes and all that other shit. Y'all should have that shit on point, you know. And this is why we're trying to get things in order, to get men up to speed so they can know how these things work. Because even like I said, when I came in, I didn't have an idea on how these things work. Since where I was at, just for a short period of time, the Spirit moved me here. So I had to kind of learn from the outside looking in, and just kind of go off what I've seen, you know, when I was a while ago before I came down here. So it was like trial by error, but common sense wise, to say, okay, do this. But we didn't necessarily have anything that was structured up until like years ago, you know, and we're still trying to figure that shit out. So, but other than that, man, it all falls in line. But with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Lord's will you edify.